Sorry guys, I can't seem to get away from this. There's something about your creativity, your writing, the way you say things, that's got people's attention. I keep coming back to the way you predict things, or the way you are able to communicate things. You see how, and even in your personal readings, I do this, because my brain doesn't work fast enough to figure out how to verbalize the things that come through. You don't have that. You have a way of, I get a message or a thought and I can just convey it, or I convey it through art, or I write it perfectly, or something about that. The way your artistic flow or your communication skills, or I had to move inside, and I also have to move on because the other stuff's coming. So let me say that there are people interested in your intuition, your psyche, your words, because they seem to predict things. You unknowingly guide people, and dare I say, investigations, through what you do and what you say, what you create. There's another person I think this is for, and I don't work with you very, very often. I don't know how to call you out, so maybe I'll just send you the link. But again, there's multiple missions certain people in this group have for this lifetime, and the pressure is on. That doesn't mean oh my God, the pressure's on, get it done. It just means they're putting pressure on you so you'll take it seriously. Unfortunately, as human beings, we only work on changing when it becomes so uncomfortable we can't stand it. As long as we can stand it, we'll go with the status quo. That's everybody. That's not just you. That's me too. Yep. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm good until I can't stand it anymore, and then I guess I better do something about this. So it's that. I feel like a bunch of you are going through a spiritual awakening, whether it's your first or your third. And heavy emphasis on your gifts come through in some kind of creative way. Writing, or maybe you're an actual artist. I'm not an artist. I don't know how to paint or draw or any of that, but your artistic flow is increasing, and it's unknowingly helping steer people. Okay? Gosh, I don't want to do this. Okay. The next thing that keeps coming through is a quote-unquote secret society. I don't know who that is. I keep feeling like a spiritual group, or a religious group, or a religious entire organization. I don't know, but they're against you because you are proving them wrong. Something they've been getting away with for a very long time. And I'm not going against religions. I grew up Catholic, okay. But there's some religious group angry at you. And there's some figure in charge who really is upset because people are seeing you as their, I don't want to say guru, but that's how they look at you. I'm listening to you now. It would be, and again, this is just an example, it would be if I'm a pastor at a whatever church, and people aren't listening to me anymore. They're listening to you, and I'm pissed. But this group or this particular person is upset because they were never legit. They were never, they didn't have a divine connection. They just sort of, this is just what they did. I'm going to go, I don't know if they went to monastery or whatever they did to be a church leader or something. Like they never really had that connection. It was all sort of an act. And you're not an act. And people are seeing that, and this person's pissed. Okay, I don't know what this is, but okay, so I keep getting secret society, and again, I feel like it's like a spiritual or religious thing, I don't know. But there's something they're trying to hide about money. And I keep seeing it go down. So it's like generational, like money, like we had this money, say I run a church and we made a ton of money in the 60s and then we pass it down to the next generation and the next generation and the next generation, or it's a family that has like generational wealth that's being passed down. There's something they're hiding, they've been trying to hide, and they're afraid it's going to be exposed because of you speaking the truth or you predicting something, and I cannot slow down, I'm very sorry. There's also something about a life insurance policy, a broken contract. And you're, I don't know if you guys are ready for this. You're being initiated into something bigger, something higher, something closer to God, Spirit, the universe. And oh Lord, people on both sides are watching and paying attention. People in the dark and the light, or even we'll say neutral and light. You've got people's attention. I don't know who you are or what is happening, but you are 1000% protected. And it may even sound crazy to you, but on some level it also says, I wonder, right? You're also like, that would kind of make sense. There's something about this group, this quote-unquote secret society, that is hidden in plain sight. Politicians, teachers, the people delivering your mail, the checkout clerk, like, I don't know. This group is hidden in plain sight. And you're creating something, again, speaking or writing or making art or giving readings, I don't know what it is, but you're creating something that is shining a light on this hidden group. And they don't want that, because this group, oh man, this group has been around and been doing things for a long time. And it's been passed down, again, generation to generation to generation. And it was always a scam. It was never real. Greed. This group is greed. Something about having people in the justice system and there's money attached. There's honestly, what's coming through right now is organized crime. It's been organized crime that's gone on and been in plain sight. And they're fearful because whoever you are is close to achieving things most people don't. You're aware of things. You see through things because you're an empath, energy reader, whatever you are. You have a way of seeing through the bullshit. You're not in the matrix, and so you'll probably feel like me. You feel like you're walking around in the zombie apocalypse. Like you look at people and like they're not even there. Like what? Where are the people who are like nobody's home. Like, where are the people whose lights are on? And because you are awake and because you see all these things and understand all these things, it's like you're trying to help other people get there. And that's what's pissing them off. There are people in this group that I'm speaking to that are going to dismantle corrupt systems. Oh my gosh, hello. Okay. I don't even know if I'm ever gonna put this up, but I'm getting something about missing people connected to this group I was talking about before that was like a secret society hidden in plain sight. There's missing people. And something you do is helping raise the collective consciousness. It's helping people see things. It's helping people raise their vibration. And as their vibration raises, they're not as easily manipulated or controlled or quieted. And this is what's ringing bells. And I keep getting that you are unaware. You may be energetically aware, like you feel like something's weird. I feel like people are watching me. I feel like I'm being stalked, But you're unaware of it. You're not aware. How you are shaking up the system is how it's coming through. I don't know what this is about missing people. Okay, so yesterday I was getting something about like maybe police or FBI or like CIA or like somebody is watching the things you say because it's helping guide them in investigations. And now there's something about missing people and how you are helping people raise their vibration. You're helping people see the truth, and that it is connected to this. Like, so either you're helping missing people be found, or you're preventing it from happening in the first place. Oh my gosh, I just pieced something together. Okay, so I don't know when it was, within the last few days, one of these recordings I was saying, oh my gosh, that something you posted pissed people off and exposed something. So now I just got that somebody posted something related to this. So I don't know if you've seen, sometimes online I'll see like people will share, I saw this scam happen. Oh my God, I posted it. Sorry. Anyway, you'll see somebody will share a story about these people tried to grab a person at Walmart. Be on the lookout for this. And you just sort of shared that maybe. But there's something I did. Son of a bitch. Sorry. This might be for me, but it might be for somebody else. And you post those things, or you'll see like women will post, watch for this hand signal. It's how a woman's letting you know that she's not safe, and you might have posted something about that. And these people are connected to the people who do that. So that's why they got really mad about something you posted. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I was thinking. Well, hello, if you're stalking me because of that, yes, I posted stuff about that. I will always try to keep people safe. But somebody else did, somebody in this group did as well. Okay, so this kind of speaks to how I was saying earlier. There is a group of people who all kind of signed on for coaching at the very same time at the end of summer. Okay, and we have not begun because it was how it happened was very strange to me, and when it happened. So I feel like there's a reason, and I'm trying to figure that out. So bear with me. You can still contact me and have sessions anytime you want. We're just not counting the time is not counting down yet until I figure this out. Okay, so that group and other people, just because you're not working with me as a coach doesn't mean you're not on your path to self-discovery. The people who are currently on that path, feeling that pressure to like figure myself out, figure out my gifts, figure out my purpose, blah, blah, blah. I don't mean blah, 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 but you know what I'm saying. To those people, this is divine timing. And the more you dig in and look inside and figure out your gifts and figure out all these things, the more the scale kind of tips in your favor. And it also kind of tips the scales for the collective. The more people who find their reason, their purpose, their gift, the more people who keep their energy and vibration high, the more the collective raises. I hope that makes sense. There is nothing coincidental about all the people waking up to this right now. Nothing. Like, this is how it was supposed to happen, when it was supposed to happen, to tip the scales. So if I say, oh, the collective energy is so heavy, the more of us that sit and try to raise the vibration, the higher the collective vibration goes, whether they want to or not. I hope that makes sense. Because they used to do that, gosh, in all the olden times, but like in the 60s, they made fun of like transcendental meditation. Like, groups of people would get together and meditate to try to raise the vibration, and they did. It worked. And now we don't even have to get together. We could just say, all right, we're all going to do this. But we'll get to that. So anyway, so the more you get into that, the more you raise your vibration and figure yourself out, the more you're helping society as a whole. Even if they're, they're not going to do the work and they're going to stay low vibrational, the more people that raise their vibration, the more the collective energy rises, and they can't sit in toxicity. Do you know what I'm saying? I hope that makes sense. But again, there's like something specific about the timing. Sorry, I'm pacing. It's like this week is insane how the things are coming through. Okay. Going back to an insurance policy, there's something about an insurance policy that it feels like a feminine energy, which does not mean male or female. You're just in your feminine energy. There was an insurance policy taken out on you. There's an insurance policy because somebody didn't think you would still be here. And I don't know if that's like somebody intentionally tried to do something, or like you had a health concern and they just thought you wouldn't make it, or like, I don't know. But it's massively inconvenient that you are still around. Because they were kind of counting on this insurance policy. A while back, I also got, and I don't know if this is connected, but I also got a message about somebody in a fake marriage, i.e., you don't even know that you're married. Like, somebody took paperwork. I always see somebody wearing a wig to look like somebody else. I think that's connected. There's a fake marriage, like somebody. Okay, so like I said, there's this system that's hidden in plain sight. It's like politicians, teachers, it's like they've got people everywhere, and so they've got judges, and so like they forge signatures. I know this is insane. They forge signatures, and somebody wore a wig, and like there's a fake marriage. Somebody is like married to you, and you don't even know. And again, it's like you weren't supposed to still be here, and so they would benefit. They would be like the widow. And there's, oh my God. Okay, all right. For months, if not years, I've been talking about the empaths and the light workers and HSPs and all the jealousy being sent your way and all that stuff. So if that applies to you, most likely you've got that coming from more than one direction. But I need you to sit and think about the person that is loudest. The person that is and maybe it doesn't aggravate you because you don't care about this person, but they're the one that always has some kind of criticism, something to say, some way they try to take you down. Think of that person, whoever that person is connected to the missing person thing. Is connected to the group hiding in plain sight. I am so uncomfortable. I don't know how, in some way you outed somebody that's connected to this missing person thing, and then you posted something that kind of exposed it. And okay, so that's on the one side. On the other side, things you have predicted have happened, or your intuition has figured something out, like I was saying before, and like people notice that, and like police or FBI or somebody has noticed that. And so that's on the other side. When you put the two together, it's like you are solving some kind of missing person thing and you don't even know it. And it's not just one person. Do you remember sometime in the beginning of summer or end of spring, I remember getting messages and thinking, I can't post this, it sounds insane. But I posted it anyway about how like there's something particular about this group of us, the people that I work with. And it felt very crazy to be like, oh yeah, the people who work with me are super special. But there was definitely something about this group, and how we were supposed to link up in some way, and it was going to do something. So I'm back to that. And it's that. It's our energies together. Now, usually I complain about our energies together because I'm like, your energy's strong, my energy's strong, and so when I try to send you something, it makes electronics go crazy. That part's frustrating. However, it does prove to me that our energies combined are very, very strong. And so there's something to that. So if I'm clearing my energy and I'm trying to raise the vibration, and now so are you, and so are you, and so are you, and so are you, like we are making energy move. Does that make sense? Because there's something about this group of people that are paying attention to you, to me, to everybody in this group that I'm talking about. They're paying attention to that. This is crazy. So what I'm getting right now is like there is a group that is watching you being whoever you are that I work with on a regular basis, whether that's through coaching or energy clearings or whatever you are. They're watching you. They're watching all of you. They're watching me. They're watching us as a group. And individually. This is insane. Because there's something we're doing, exposing things and raising the vibration, and predicting things, and and again, we're not trying to, like, I don't feel like any of us are, hey, this is gonna happen. You know what I mean? We just feel something and say it. We'll say like, I get a bad vibe from that person, or like that, and it's right, and it's caught the attention of a group who uses what you say, what I say, what we say as a group to investigate. I know. Okay, so I'm gonna move on because that feels crazy, but it also feels very heavy. Okay. Very strongly, the advice is do not entertain or interact with the chaos that your haters are sending your way. So I just put out something about how the online stalking is crazy. The critics are like, for me personally, there's some random person that I barely know, but I allowed them to be a friend because in high school I felt sorry for them because they were kind of lame. And all of a sudden, out of the blue, seemingly, they're like, everything I say and do, they're like, I don't know, trying to get a gotcha moment, but everything they say doesn't even make sense. So I don't know how you're getting me, but okay. So it's like, don't entertain that. Don't interact with that because they're trying to bring your vibration down. It's designed to shake you and dim your light, because then you're more. So if somebody keeps irritating you, like this person keeps trying to irritate me, but they don't understand that, like, you're not somebody whose opinion I care about, so it really doesn't matter. But the point is to constantly bombard my page and my DMs to like frustrate me. And maybe it would if I checked what they said, but I don't. Like, I don't engage. Okay, whatever. But that's happening to a lot of people. The intent is to frustrate you, so you flip out, and then they're like, see, you're crazy. So do not engage in that, whether it's online, in person, whatever it is. Oh man. These people, these low vibrational people, are again being exposed, not just through you, just all the events happening. They're being exposed, and they're frantic. And I just heard they're in debt. I don't know why. And I heard a pyramid scheme. They get people into a pyramid scheme. I don't know. You are, without even trying, bringing down a lot of stuff. I can't.